So in this interview here on IFL TV, make sure you guys give it a watch. But before then, make sure you like and hit the subscribe button and show your support. But in this interview here, Anthony Joshua was just talking about the Wilder fight, and he just goes on a couple of things that we've already talked about, the Miller situation, Povetkin, and Wilder, and he just says basically signed a contract. Now, signed a contract's kind of thing that is just come up recently because Joshua has already made arrangements based on what Wilder was unhappy with in terms of the location and all that stuff. So now the location is set for April 13th in Wembley, and now the date is set, time is set really. All we're just waiting for is Wilder's signature on the contract. Joshua's already signed his part. Just going through from this interview, and I believe the contract is not available for Wilder's team to sign. Now, would they sign this contract? I don't know, because Deontay has gone on record to say he wants 50-50. Now, could this be a change? Could he change his mind about it? We hope he does. Now, because him asking for 50-50 is basically him pricing himself out of the fight, and that means he doesn't want the fight and that's kind of what I already thought from the beginning. But you know what, you never know, maybe he was just trying to bargain for more money. This contract is basically what Wilder's team did agree to. So if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, prior to the breakdown in the talks, Wilder said that they have agreed to all the terms. So now this are all the terms that they've agreed to. The signatures on the contract is for Wembley, April 13th. I don't see any reason why the contract should not be signed. If there's probably a rematch clause that Wilder wanted, Joshua did say that all of the issues that they did have initially has now been addressed. So I'm going to assume that he's been given an option of a rematch. And you know what, considering Deontay Wilder did say on record that he feels like he's going to be able to beat Anthony Joshua. So if he does believe that he's going to beat him, so why not take the fight, beat him, become the A side, and then dictate the terms, isn't it? But this is also the guy that said it's not about money, it's about legacy. That's what Deontay Wilder said. So you know what, if he's confident about taking the fight, why doesn't he take it? Because now the signature is on there from Joshua's part. All he has to do is go on record and sign it as well. But there's also word about him taking an interim fight with Dominic Brazil. That's going to be, I think it's going to be a blowout fight for Wilder. I think Wilder is going to beat him. Brazil is there to be hit with the right hand every day. So Wilder's got that cannon of a right hand. So I don't expect Brazil to last, but you never know. Brazil might come up with a different ball game that we haven't seen. But from what I've seen from Brazil, he's really slow. He doesn't really have anything that I think will be able to stop Wilder, really. But yeah, that's for another day. Yeah, Deontay Wilder, please sign the contract. That's what we're waiting for. Give us the undisputed fight. You said it's for the fans, just by your words. And yeah, just going on a couple of things. So a couple of people have been saying, oh, Joshua said 50 million. And that's so key, because everyone just keeps taking a 10-second part, 30-second part of the interview and not pointing out the things he said before or after. The 50 million was based on if the fight was a 100 million fight. Now you could say, okay, you know what, yeah, he did offer the 50 million, but then after he did offer the 50 million, they requested a meeting, and the meeting was denied. Joshua also went on record and he asked Wilder about it, and he said, oh, you know what about the 50 million? The 50 million was never shown to him. So how are they expecting? And that's why I've said in all the videos that Wilder said in one of his interviews, I don't know if he slipped up, but he said it's like, we don't have the 50 million, but we're trying to get the 50 million from different sources. So they never had it. So what they were just trying to do initially is just trying to whore out Joshua's name and say, oh, you know what, price goes to the highest bidder or whatever it is. But anyways, that's by the way. I don't want to talk about it, because now there's a contract that's available for him to sign. There's no point living in the past. He's agreed to the terms. 50 million is more than 7 times what he's ever earned in his fighting career. So, yeah, Deontay Wilder, we're waiting for your signature. Let me know what you guys think about this. What's the hold up on the contract? Should Joshua sign? Joshua signed. Should Deontay Wilder sign, or should he hold out for more? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It's MC Boxing them out.